What's up, guys? Welcome to That Creative Life. It's me, James Mathis. Today we are going to talk about a utility musician. What is it? Why do you want to be one? Should you be one? All that kind of stuff. So let's roll that intro and let's get into it. So, fun fact, I consider myself a utility musician. So what is that? First off, a utility musician is someone who can fill in on just about any part in a band and play proficiently. They're not going to be the best at any one thing, but they can play everything up to snuff to be able to perform at an adequate level. So for me, like at church, I sometimes play drum set, piano, guitar, bass, lead guitar. I can kind of fill in anywhere that I need to. And having that ability makes me a desirable musician because if anybody has to call out, I can always fill in wherever I'm needed. And this has been beneficial in both the church setting, the worship setting, and just regular bands and such, because it really doesn't matter for me. Like if someone needs it, I can figure out a way to make it work. Being a college educated jazz musician, especially with my saxophone and my winds and all that stuff mixed with all the guitar stuff and the piano and everything that I can play, gives me the option to be able to fill in and be useful to a lot broader range of styles of music. I completely hit my microphone there. If you can hear it, I'm sorry. It allows me to fill in for a much broader style of music and allows me the more opportunities to have gigs, fill in, do whatever. But it's more than just that. Being able to play different instruments gives you a different perspective when you're playing instruments, which makes you better at the instruments that you are playing. Yeah, it sounds complicated, but when I play a guitar, I can visualize the fretboard the same way that I visualize a keyboard because I grew up playing keyboard and I see it that way. And so the intervals between the notes, a lot of that stuff makes sense. I've never really had to stop and think about it because of my training. Not to mention, if you play drums, it really helps because it gives you that sense of rhythm that you can use on other instruments. And once you start playing more rhythmic, you're golden. Because in my opinion, the three most important parts of music are melody, harmony, and rhythm. That's literally it. If you have those three things, you have music. Without one of those, the music suffers. Another benefit to being a utility musician is the ability to market yourself in ways that a typical just straight guitar player cannot. So if there's a band looking for multiple musicians and wants certain things that wouldn't be a full-time instrument but need to fill in occasionally, for me like mandolin or ukulele or something like that, being able to say, hey, I play guitar and piano plus these really sets me apart from the general populace of musicians around here who are like, I only play the guitar. Not to mention, if you play at church, sometimes musicians just need a break, and you being there and being able to fill in for people is really a benefit to everybody, especially at a smaller church that doesn't have enough musicians to kind of go around for everything. Now, my absolute favorite part of being a utility musician is when it comes to recording, because if I'm recording a song that I have an idea for in my head, I don't have to find musicians, I can just play it. I can play the drums, I can play the bass, I can play the guitar, piano, whatever parts that I want, I can play. If it's an instrument I don't know how to play, I'm probably not going to want it in my song anyway, because I have learned all the instruments that I enjoy. And so for me, I can record entire songs without having to really stress about what all is going to be involved. So if you have any questions about utility musicians and ways that I use the fact that I am a utility musician to put myself out there or anything like that, leave them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. It'd mean the world to me. I love you guys. Don't forget to live that creative life. I'll see you next time. Bye.